straight away, not.
You don't want to say.
When the compiler goes, your club, my club.
Oh, okay, so you don't want to say what's your name, but.
What's your name, bud?
Hey guys.
Okay, guys.
I'm Jack. I'm the co-founder of Good Morning.
Hey, so I'm Elias. I'm Jack's brother.
To everybody, my name's Joseph, aka Joey.
So Good Morning to me is like a culmination of all the ideas that we've had over the years.
It's like a collection of ideas which have been stored in the dark and have now been birthed towards the light.
It means freedom.
Initially, we had the idea of starting a brand about 5 years ago.
So this whole brand, I've been wanting to do this sort of stuff for years. And anyone that knows me knows that like I'm pretty into this sphere of stuff. But it's only been in the last sort of like 5 or so months that we've just been, crunching down on it.
Over lockdown, we kind of honed in those ideas, but I guess it just wasn't the time for me personally. I was doing my building apprenticeship, and that's something that I felt I had to finish before I did anything that I wanted to do, in a completely freaky space, like something that's unknown. Since then, I'm able to just contract whenever I need to if I need some extra cash, so the qualification does help.
To me, it's freedom to express my creativity with my brothers.
With the new day comes new strengths and new ideas. Good Morning is not only a brand, but it's also a group of individuals who are constantly sharing ideas between each other, ultimately producing something that will leave a mark.
It's freedom to have a collective idea and bring it to light. Basically, the objective in my head is to inspire communities and actually do things throughout the community. My main goal is to have the freedom to put my friends on who make music, who design, all of these talented people that do a number of different creative things but are still held down and are bound by not being as free as they should be.
For me personally, I like to make music and I like to make beats. The thing that fuels my creativity is like being inspired, a lot of inspiration through different artists and different sounds, different pictures, images and stuff.
So for me, creativity kind of comes just before I'm about to sleep. I don't know, just something happens. It's like I go into that subconscious kind of mindset. Once I kind of put something in that cognitive bias, I really start to have the cogs turn behind the scenes and things kind of come up.
I think what fuels my creativity, like Joey said, is the inspiration drawn from other artists.
Yeah, that's like basically what fuels my creativity. It just gets the brain working and I just try to think outside the box of what's already been done, try to make something unique out of it.
Money doesn't really have a place in my heart. I don't really care about money. I honestly just care about the freedom. So I'm in this game for the freedom. I make music, I design, I do all these things to chase that freedom. Because the money can come. The money comes with freedom. I know that if you chase the money, it doesn't last as long. If your only intent is to get money, it's never as authentic. And so I come from a place where I design and I have these ideas to benefit not just ourselves, but to mainly benefit everyone else out there, because there's a lot of potential and hope in our communities that go unseen. It would just be so sick to put everybody on that pedestal.
With creativity, most things, I would say, if people have been honest, like a combination of things that have already been done. The key for me is to try and find new combinations that haven't been done that work really well together. Like this wise man once said, nothing's new under the sun. Another thing for me as well is I think anybody can be creative. Some people need to kind of be honed to realize that. Iron sharpens iron. That's what we try to do as a team as well. So creativity is actually not just an individual thing, it's actually a group thing.
I think people should buy into Good Morning because of the amount of work that we put in. Like we try to aim to be as authentic as possible. Like not only do we do everything ourselves in-house, we also work as a team to create pieces that are simple yet stylish.
Well, everybody says things like, I want to be authentic, I want to be original, down to earth, relatable, which we want to be, but I think we really want to show with our actions that we are those things.
We're just morons and we make clothes for morons too. No. I think you should buy Good Morning because I believe that with the future being in our hands, the future does look bright. That's ass. That's so up myself. Is that corny?
Because we want to remain independent, we can actually do whatever we want, which I don't think a lot of bigger brands have that luxury of doing. If we have ideas that kind of break the mold slightly from like what a traditional clothing brand should be, we kind of want to have us be broader than that.
Nah, I just really think that I have the potential and the capabilities with this brand to actually help communities and transform people's lives. And I think you should back this brand because not only is it authentic, it's homegrown. All of our ideas come from a place in our hearts, you know. We bleed into this brand. We bleed from this brand. We're so ready to take that risk and just shoot for the stars and chase our dreams. So by all of you supporting our dreams, we can hopefully support some other people's dreams too and pass it on.
Also, because we're printing our own stuff, we kind of feel like that's a bit more authentic, because a lot of people kind of outsource everything and they just like do drop shipping and just clip the ticket, but they're not really there. They're getting someone else to do everything, and they just, you know, copy paste some design they found and then just sell it off. Like, we kind of want to be involved. Good Morning, I kind of want to create like a community that we can kind of interact with people in the community and kind of get to know them, and yeah, pretty much just trying to be authentic that way.
So I pretty much became involved with Good Morning through the two brothers, which I mentioned before. Knowing them for a long time, so I pretty much joined in. So yeah, pretty much all our ideas are always just bouncing off each other, and we always come up with something new when we're together. That's how I got in.
Me and Jack started this brand, so I'm kind of a co-founder, I guess you could say. So I've been involved since the start.
We basically came up with the idea just randomly in a shopping center. We just were talking about brands because somebody said that they were doing a brand, and we kind of like, well, what are you doing with your life? And so it's like, okay. And we just made up a brand on the spot. It took about 5 minutes. We came up with the whole concept within about 5 minutes.
And yeah, like Jack was saying, it just happened in a mall. We just had some dumb little idea, and it actually turned into something bigger than what we could imagine, which is just so good. And yeah, I was kind of fueled by, I had a workmate, and she was starting this brand, and she told me, she was like, you don't own a business, you know, what are you doing with your life? In the back of my mind, I'm like, I've always wanted to do this, you know, clothing brand stuff, and I reckon I could, you know, achieve so much in it and be so successful, like, with the ideas. And so I took that on board and used that as fuel to kind of just motivate this whole thing to happen, with the help of Jack and Joey, of course.
From there, we're just like, yeah, maybe it's not too hard, but it's been very hard so far. It's not as easy as it actually seems.
Thank you all for watching. We appreciate all the support you guys have given us over the past couple months. We're going to stay consistent with the content, and yeah, good people,
Good clothes.
good morning.